What a tornado really is. Tornadoes are defined as a column of air that is violently rotating and stretches from the top of a thunderstorm all the way down to the ground. The interior winds can reach speeds of more than 200 miles per hour, making them more powerful than the majority of hurricanes. Despite the fact that they can originate in a variety of locations, the United States is the location where the majority of them occur, particularly in a region known as Tornado Alley, which encompasses the states of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. However, here is the terrifying part. Tornadoes do not remain in the same place. Over the course of the last few decades, researchers have documented them in states that are located far away from Tornado Alley, as well as in nations all over the world, such as Bangladesh, Canada, and Argentina. This indicates that there is no one who is genuinely safe from their grasp. The anatomy of a tornado. You must first have an understanding of what is going on inside in order to comprehend survival. A tornado is composed of multiple layers. The funnel cloud is the portion of the storm that can be seen radiating downward from the cyclone. There are particles of dust, dirt, and condensed water that make up this substance. Tornadoes, in contrast to hurricanes, do not have a calm eye. Tornadoes are driven by their core. The core is the most hazardous location since it experiences the greatest degree of suction and pressure decreases. Debris field is the primary cause of death for the majority of people. If it is traveling at a speed of 150 miles per hour, a little piece of wood or metal can transform into a lethal projectile. When the pressure difference is inside, it has the potential to literally cause walls to erupt outward. It is for this reason that entire houses can be reduced to splinters in a matter of seconds. What it feels like inside a tornado. People who have survived say it's nearly indescribable. Survivors often mention a roaring sound like a train or jet engine. The sensation of being lifted or thrown. Air is so filled with dust, dirt, and debris that it's impossible to see or breathe. Crushing pressure changes that pop ears and make it feel like the air itself is being sucked away. Scientists have measured tornado winds faster than 300 miles per hour in extreme cases, like the 1999 Bridge Creek tornado in Oklahoma. That's fast enough to lift cars, rip pavement off roads, and strip bark off trees. Myths about tornado survival. Let's clear up a few common myths that can actually get you killed. Myth 1. Open windows to equalize pressure. Wrong. This wastes precious seconds and doesn't stop your house from being destroyed. In fact, it can make damage worse. Myth 2. Hide under a bridge. This is one of the most dangerous places. The wind funnels under bridges, creating stronger suction that can sweep you away. Myth 3. Tornadoes always move in predictable directions. Not true. While most move southwest to northeast, they can shift unpredictably, stall, or even double back. How to survive if you're at home. If a tornado warning is issued, you need to act fast. Survival depends on seconds. Get to the lowest level possible. A basement is ideal. If you don't have one, go to a small windowless room at the center of your house, like a bathroom or closet. Cover yourself. Use mattresses, heavy blankets, or even helmets. Studies show head injuries are one of the leading causes of tornado fatalities. Avoid windows. Flying glass is just as deadly as debris. Some families in Tornado Alley even build storm shelters underground, which are the safest option by far. How to survive if you're in a car tornadoes and cars don't mix. Winds can flip vehicles like toys. Here's what experts recommend. If the tornado is far away and moving in a different direction, drive at a right angle away from its path. If it's too close, don't try to outrun it. Get out of the car and find a low-lying ditch or culvert to lie flat in, covering your head. Never hide under an overpass. Remember, the winds accelerate under those structures. How to survive if you're outside. If you're caught in the open, options are limited but not hopeless. Lie flat in a ditch or depression in the ground, face down, with your hands protecting your head. Stay away from trees or vehicles, which can become deadly projectiles. If possible, crawl into a sturdy building, even if it's a small shed. Anything is better than nothing. After the tornado, the hidden dangers. Surviving the tornado itself is only the first step. The aftermath is just as deadly. Downed power lines can electrify puddles and metal debris. Gas leaks can ignite fires in destroyed neighborhoods. Sharp debris like nails and glass can cause serious injuries when walking through rubble. Authorities advise staying put until officials declare the area safe, and wearing sturdy shoes and gloves when moving through wreckage. Real survival stories. One of the most chilling accounts comes from the Joplin, Missouri EF5 tornado in 2011. Winds over 200 miles per hour leveled a third of the city. A hospital lost its roof, cars were thrown blocks away, and entire neighborhoods vanished. Yet some people survived by cramming into bathtubs, closets, and storm shelters. One family was lifted into the air inside their minivan, but survived after the tornado set them back down, battered but alive. Another case happened in Moore, Oklahoma in 2013 when teachers shielded children in a school. Several lost their lives protecting students, but many children survived because of their bravery and quick thinking. These stories remind us that preparation and quick action make the difference between life and death. How scientists are trying to help meteorologists are working hard to improve tornado survival chances. Doppler radar technology now allows them to predict tornado formation with greater accuracy, sometimes giving people 10 to 15 minutes of warning. But even with this progress, tornadoes remain incredibly unpredictable. That's why experts urge people to have a family emergency plan. Know where to go, what to grab, and how to communicate. Some researchers are even experimenting with drones and AI systems to track tornado paths in real time, aiming to one day give people more than a few minutes' notice. The psychological side of survival. What many don't realize is the trauma survivors face after living through a tornado. The fear, the sound, the sudden destruction, it leaves scars that last for years. Counselors often work in disaster zones, helping families cope with the mental toll. Knowing this side of survival is important because living through a tornado isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional too. So, what have we learned? A tornado isn't just another storm. It's a violent force of nature that can shred entire towns in seconds. But survival is possible if you know what to do. Get to the lowest, safest place, protect your head, avoid myths, and stay alert even after the storm passes. The next time you hear those sirens wailing, remember, you can't fight a tornado, but you can outsmart it. Preparation and quick action are your best defenses. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more survival science explained in simple terms. We put a lot of effort into bringing you stories that not only inform, but also remind us how powerful nature can be and how important it is to stay prepared. Every view, comment, and share helps us keep making content that can potentially save lives by spreading awareness. So if you know someone who's curious about extreme weather or just loves learning about how the world works, send this video their way. And remember, tornadoes may be rare where you live, but knowledge has no boundaries. The more we understand these forces of nature, the better we can protect ourselves and others when disaster strikes. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.